Today I'm making my go-to high-protein veggie loaded chili. It's packed with beans, lean ground meat, and tons of flavor, and lots of vegetables. When I tell you that there's not a single person who has tried this chili without loving it, I'm not lying. This past summer, we grew our tomatoes and we had like 4 left that were not in the best shape. So I decided to use these tomatoes in the chili. I start by browning my meat on the stove, and once it's browned, you take it off and drain it. At the same time, I'm blanching the tomatoes. So what you do is you just boil water, and then for about 4 to 5 minutes, you just put the tomatoes in that boiling water and leave them there. And then the skin will peel off very easily. Then, while the meat is browning and tomatoes are boiling, I start by prepping my veggies. So in this case, I use whatever I had in the fridge that day. Honestly, you can use whatever you want, but I would say the basics are carrots and onions. I like to also add zucchini, red pepper, and garlic, as you're gonna see. I hate when produce goes bad in the fridge because let's face it, produce is so expensive these days. So this chili is a perfect way to just use up whatever is sort of left over and wilting in your fridge and just make it a really healthy meal. And this is the best way that I found to cut a pepper. I feel like it saves the most. So you cut the sides off first, followed by the bottom, and then sort of cut around the top of the stem, and then you get the most out of the pepper and you're not dealing with as many seeds as you typically do. And then the onions, you want to try to cut them as small as you can. I'm not the best at cutting onions, but I do my best just to make it into little cubes. I feel like if my kids see onions in the chili or in anything, they won't want to eat it, but if you cut them really small, they go sort of translucent, and then it's not a problem because you cannot see them. But in general, I would say my children love this chili, like they eat it every single time. And what you're seeing here is actually baby garlic. So my parents grew a bunch of garlic this past summer. They like to grow vegetables, and they gave us this baby garlic. And this has seriously lasted since like June or July. It's now November. This is the last of it. So this is garlic before it becomes garlic. It gives it tons of flavor. I feel like it's more garlicky than garlic, but you can absolutely use garlic, and I typically do use garlic when I don't have these stems. So here you see me taking the skins off the tomatoes and trying to preserve as much of the tomato as I possibly can. If you don't have tomatoes that you need to use up in blanch, then I would just suggest buying a can of diced tomatoes and using that. This gave me about 1.5 cups of tomatoes, I would say, chopped up tomatoes. And I used everything, like seeds, everything. I didn't clean this up or anything. I just put it into a bowl. And then what I did was I added maybe half a jar of tomato sauce that we made. So as you saw me pulling out a basil, that's part of the tomato jar, and I just kept it in there for flavor. At this point, the meat has been browned and it's draining. So now I add all of my chopped veggies. I add a little more spray olive oil. I add salt and pepper to it just to taste. Then I stir it all together just to get it going. And then I use a taco seasoning packet. So I use all of it. Just use any taco seasoning packet. I use the mild kind. If you like it spicy, you can use a little bit spicier. Then I use about 1 tablespoon of chili powder. And then I use paprika, about 1/2 tablespoon. I really don't measure, but this is my approximate measures that I'm giving you. And then I use the everything spice. I buy it at Bulk Barn, and then I fill up these jars. It's probably about 1/4 to 1/2 tablespoon, probably closer to 1/4 to a tablespoon. Then I stir it all in, let the vegetables start steaming, and then I add my tomatoes and tomato sauce mixture just to let that sort of settle in. And I just mix it in, let it settle, and then I add my ground beef back in, followed by 2 cans of rinsed and drained cans of beans. You can use any kinds of beans you like. I like the mixed kind because you get all kinds of beans and everybody loves it. And then I add 4 cups of broth. So in this case, I just made my broth using the bouillon powder and 4 cups of water, boiling water. Then I let everything come to a boil, lower the temperature, cover it up, and leave it on for about an hour to an hour and a half. And then it's done and it's delicious. I typically eat mine with a little bit of Greek yogurt on top. You can eat it with some bread. Seriously, it is delicious and you have to try it. Follow me for more mom-friendly and kid-friendly recipes to fit real life. Enjoy!